What is up guys, and welcome back to the video, and today is another product launch for the shop. Now, it's been incredibly busy in my shop over the past couple of weeks, and today is no exception. I'm absolutely delighted to launch another brand new product, and this has been some time in the making. Really happy to finally get this launched to you guys, and I'll talk you through exactly what that is right now. So over the past few months, I think this actually started around sort of summertime, I started collaborating with CremaCaffe, who are a company that sell all sorts of things for the SP, including accessories, skins, dials, etc. And one of my dreams actually on this channel is to have custom skins for the SP devices. So I got in touch with them about them making a custom skin for me, and they were so helpful. So firstly, I want to say a massive shout out to the team over there. You really have smashed it with this one, guys, and helped me out so much. So thank you so much to you all. I'm going to leave a link in the description below so you can check out their shop. But yeah, today I'm going to show you that I've got my very own custom skin now for the SP404-MK2. Now, because this is the first ever batch I've done, and obviously these things do cost money for me to get into the shop, there is only going to be a very limited number of these, so I've only got 5 prints of this skin which I'm going to fit today. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the design, and then I'm going to show you me fitting it, and then I'm going to show you the links to the shop so you can pick it up, etc. But yeah, really excited about this one. I think it's a huge thing for me because I just wanted to do something like this for so long, and yeah, it's just cool to get a new product in the shop as well. The offerings in the shop is really expanding at the moment, and I'm so happy with that. That's one of the things that I've really challenged myself to do over the past couple of weeks and months, so I'm super happy to get this in the shop as well. So let's crack on and see what this skin's like. Okay, so your skin will come in this exact packaging. This is CremaCaffe packaging. It's really nice, high quality card, and then you can see their sticker there in the middle. This is like a little bend-proof envelope for it. It comes with a little sticker inside, and this is the skin which I have had designed. Now, this takes a lot of inspiration from Akira. That is one of my favorite all-time anime films, and it's one of my favorite all-time sci-fi films as well. When I watched that for the first time, it absolutely blew me away. So that has really inspired the design on this first skin. Hopefully this could be the start of a few different skins for my store, but this is the first one that we'll have available. It's like a cityscape from the film. As you can see, really nice colours for choosing the different functions on the SP as well, and it's got the CremaCaffe times SPVIDZ in the SPVIDZ font as well. So yeah, there'll be links below to check this out in the shop. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fit it, so let's go ahead and get the SP on a table, and I'm going to go through the process of getting this on my SP. Okay guys, here we are at the SP, and this is the first thing that you need to do is remove the faceplate from the SP404-MK2. Now you can see here I'm using an Allen key. The size of this Allen key is 5/64, and that fits pretty well for this, and it does a great job. So you can see here I'm going around, there's one in each corner. It's really simple to do. All you have to do is put that Allen key in there and loosen them off, and just pop them to one side, keep them safe. Definitely don't try and do this with anything else apart from an Allen key, because you'll just scuff up all those bolts and you'll probably scratch the faceplate as well. So don't go at these with a pair of pliers or anything like that. Get yourself a little Allen key, and it just makes the job so much easier. So one thing that I want to say while this is happening is that CremaCaffe went around quite a few people in order to get the best possible product. They really do care about the SP stuff, guys, so they did go around a few different people that make skins for the SPs, and this was the company that they decided on in the end. They just said it was the best quality, and it stuck the best to the faceplate as well. So that's the reason they went with this one. So as you can see there, I just made sure there was no dust left on that, and I'm setting up a little space because what I'm going to do is put this skin face down and press the faceplate onto it. I think that's the easiest way to do it. In their tutorial video, they have 2 people putting the skin on at the same time. I didn't have that luxury, so I'm going to do this face down. Now, I've peeled this off, and you do need to be careful when you're doing this. Just make sure you don't rip it or anything like that. Just be really careful. You can see there it's a little bit dodgy, so just make sure that it doesn't rip when you're doing that. Be nice and careful with it. And one thing that did happen here, you can see I've got the skin off, but a couple of the buttons just haven't quite popped out. But they're really easy to get out. All you need to do is, again, just be really careful. And you can see there, they've come out really easily. There's a couple there, and I think there's one more, which was the hole which the screw goes through, and I actually used my Allen key again to pop this one out. You can see there in the bottom left-hand corner, there isn't actually a hole at the moment, and I've just realised. So I tried to get it out with my fingers, and it's quite a small one, that, so I just used my Allen key, you can see here, and I poked through, and that got it out straight away. So that's all done now, and it's ready to go onto the faceplate. So here we go, I turned the faceplate over, and this was actually really difficult. I think I move around quite a lot here trying to get into a more comfortable position to be able to do that. And the idea basically being, I want to press this straight down onto the skin, and I want to make sure everything is absolutely in line. So again, really take your time with this, make sure you get it all lined up. And I think the easiest way to do it is to line up the 4 screw holes in each corner. That just seems to be the most accurate way of doing that. That's the way I was doing it here, and everything else just kind of fell into place, you can see, as I'm sort of getting towards pressing this down. I think I'm pretty close there we go. And then I made sure I pressed it right down against the table, and you can see how wobbly my desk is now. Really didn't do a good job of building this second desk the other month. So there we go, press that down nice and tight, and the edges just need to go down now. So I got myself comfortable again, sat back down and started bending those over really nice and carefully, making sure I wasn't trapping any air bubbles. Now apparently CremaCaffe have said that it's really difficult to get air bubbles with this particular skin, so you don't really need to be too careful, but I just made sure I was extra careful. And then I went around and pressed it all down, made sure it was nice and snug. It's just a bit of a slow process this, but you do want to get it right obviously, and you want to make sure all the surfaces are kind of mated together nicely. And there you can see it's coming together quite nicely now. This is looking really good. Now this is one of the areas that I did struggle with a little bit, is the fold. Sort of before the fold there's a little crease, and you need to make sure you get the skin right in that. So as I keep saying, just take your time, make sure you get it right and get it all pressed on nicely, because you want this to last for as long as you can. Now CremaCaffe have also said that these are reusable, so apparently you can peel these off and at a later date you can reuse them as well, so that's really, really good to know. And yeah, I'm just going around doing all the checks, making sure it's all nicely seated on top of the faceplate. And from where I'm looking here, watching this over the over my camera footage, it looks really, really nice. I'm really happy with the results of this skin. Now the next thing that I did, and this is also advised on the CremaCaffe website as well, is took a hairdryer to it just to kind of seal in the stickiness of the skin. Now a couple of pieces of advice for this from me doing this is, I think this is a little bit too close the way I'm doing it here, because what actually happened was the faceplate really heated up, and then when I went to press down the skin, as I am doing here and like touching the skin, it was actually pretty hot. It was getting pretty hot, so I would probably keep it a little bit further away than I am doing, just so it doesn't get too hot. But what I will say is this definitely helped. It kind of made everything just mold to the skin a little bit better. So I really recommend you go over it with a hairdryer like this. And yeah, I think that really did help. And you can see there again, I'm just trying to get it into that crease on the side. I think that was one of the troublesome areas for this skin. But eventually, with the hairdryer and with a little bit of perseverance, I got it in there. Now, I think I actually managed to trap a piece of dirt under that side of the skin, so there's a little bubble in it. You can kind of see the bit of dirt underneath, which is a bit disappointing, but to be honest, because of the design of the skin, it's actually quite hard to tell that it's there, just because the design's quite busy, so it didn't really matter in the end. And as you can see there, I'm really happy with that. I think it looks absolutely amazing. I love the colours, and it's just so clear and nice to read as well, so that's also a good thing. So here we go, I'm popping it back on the SP, and look at that, that looks absolutely amazing. It looks so fresh when the buttons are poking through it as well. And now it's obviously just a case of putting these screws back onto the device. Nice and easy reverse process. Now this is something that I learned from my dad years ago, is never tighten one of them up fully. What you want to do is put each one in loosely so they're all in position, because the last thing you want to do is tighten up two really tight and then find out that you can't get the other two in the holes properly. So you can see here, all I'm doing is getting each one seated in there, giving it a little spin to make sure it's in the thread. And then what I'll do is go around and tighten up each one individually. This is a great tip for anything to do with doing up screws. Never do up one completely tight and then try and do the others, because it knocks it all out of line. So here we go, I'm just going around again, and I went around in no particular order. I don't think it matters at this point. I think I've gone diagonally. So bottom right, top left, yeah, top right, bottom left. That's kind of just seemed like an intuitive pattern while I was doing it. So as you can see, it's getting all nicely tightened up. And at this point, I was actually quite worried that the skin might crease, but there was no creases whatsoever. I think because there's a washer under there, under each screw, that really just helps it to not do that, basically. And there we go. That's looking really, really nice. I'm just pressing a couple of bits down again. So yeah, really, really happy with this skin, guys. That's the full way of putting it on. I think it was really straightforward. That's the first time I've ever done a vinyl skin, and it seemed to work really well. So these are the final visuals of it. I'm just moving the camera around a little bit here so you can get a good view. My light's being a bit shiny there, and there we go. I've got it into focus now, and you can see that looks really, really fresh on the SP. I genuinely can't wait to start making some beats on this now with this skin, because it's kind of given me another dose of inspiration to cook up some more beats. So I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, I just think this looks absolutely dope. I'm really, really happy with it. I'm just making sure it's in focus here, and yeah, there we go, there's the skin. So there we go, there it is, guys, my first ever custom skin for SPVIDZ. Bit of a proud moment for me, really, and like I say, I think this looks absolutely banging. I'm really, really happy with the design of this. And applying it, hopefully you could see from that video, is pretty straightforward to do. I hope that the video gave you some little pointers and tips to make it easier for you. I know that someone actually did request this in the comments, that they wanted to see the application of a vinyl skin, so it was really nice to be able to do that, as I've not done it before. And yeah, I've had this for quite a few weeks, so to be able to finally get it on my SP is really, really cool. You probably will have noticed for quite a while that my SP's been blank, and it's been in preparation for this. So there we go, check out the links in the description below, check out CremaCaffe and check out my shop to pick up this skin. This skin is only available on SPVIDZ.com, nowhere else. It's an absolute exclusive, it's my custom design. But yeah, like I mentioned, check out CremaCaffe. Again, guys, thank you so much for all the help with putting this together. Hopefully it's the first of many, and I'm really, really grateful for all the help that you gave me over the past couple of months getting this together. Really, really appreciate it. Pop a comment below, what do you reckon to the skin? Do you like it? And in the future, what other designs would you like to see? I'd like them to be related to my channel and my content, so try and think of something along those lines. It'd be really interesting to hear what you can come up with for that. And you never know, it might even end up in my shop. So yeah, leave a comment below and let me know. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe and check out all the links in the description of how you can support my channel. I really appreciate all the support, guys. It goes a long, long way, so thank you all for that. So that about wraps this video up, guys. I'll see you all again for some content very soon. Peace!